Like I'm back. I'm ready to go. It's hot. It's hot. So anybody out there who's having hot weather, I know what it's like, man. I'm sweating up a storm. Hey, it's Jenna Morton. How you doing? Good to see you here. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I got I got an update on this Parental Network Europe that contacted me. I got an update on this cult leader meltdown, and we'll see what else we're going to do. Let me get right to it. I want to get right to the opening. So here we go with this. Let's see. All right. Hello?
Hello.
All right. So, hey, who do we got here? We got Rafael. I'm great to see you, Rafael. Glad you're here. I got some great news. I'm glad you're all here because I got some great news. Um, Jolynn, great to see you here. AJ, good to see you here, man. I'm glad you're here. Um, Everybody. Okay, so I just got off the phone with this parental. Let me show you what it is. What is this? We just got back from my best friend's place. Log in and Sri Bhakti Venmo bro is here. Lovely. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, man. I got some great. Wait till you hear about this. Sunday morning. Good morning. What about Moon Day? Yeah. What about Moon Day? Moon Day. Sunday comes before Moon Day. Sunday comes before Moon Day, man. What's wrong with you? There's not Moon Day and then Sunday, Sunday and then Moon Day. Uh, okay, so this guy contacted me. I was telling you, this guy contacted me, and I just got off the phone with him. We had talked for like 30 minutes, and he's from this place. This you see over here, this red parental, a little logo on the right, a little blue greenish uh, uh, blob, whatever it is. It says Parental Network Europe. And I can't read what it says, but it says something about los hijos de familias involucradas en sectas. Something about protecting the families of people in cults. Escribió de su puño y letra, tengo miedo y mi madre. Something about my mom and dad. That's about what I got out of it. Something about my mom and dad. And anyway, this is just it's and then he's also sent me this. I don't know, but let me so we were talking, and he said that he contacted me because he's seen my videos, my YouTube channel. He's seen these videos for a while now. He said he's been aware of me for a while. But he reached out to me because there's some issue going on. Anyway, they are a. He said he's the only parental network. What they do is they work on helping getting children, mothers and children out of cults. All cults, including the Hare Krishnas, and he said that they recently in 2022 they got 2 children and a mother out of the it's the Eco Village in Hungary. the eco village. I want to check this out. I should have had this. I should have had this handy, but I don't. But I'll pull it up. Okay, he says we've already had to counterfight undue influence of ISKCON in Hungary and succeeded in liberating two very young girls from Krishna Volgi Eco Village in Balaton area and Hare Krishna's mother at their compound in 2022. He says, so that is the reason we need to talk. This is a text. This is a text that he sent me before we spoke. But what he's working on now, and this is where you guys come in. This is where you guys come in. First of all, if it wasn't for all of you guys, this is a joint effort. If it wasn't for all of you, we wouldn't be here right now with this, and I wouldn't be being in contact with this person. He says here, he sent me this. It says the battle of a father to save his son from a sect. It says there is an expert report prepared by specialists in mind control and extreme coercive persuasion. Members of the International Cultic Studies Association and coordinator of the Working Group on Sectarian Excesses of the Professional College of Clinicians Psychologists of Catalonia, in which the taxonomy of psychological abuse in groups, an internationally validated scientific tool, was assigned to this case. The 6 dimensions have positive indicators: isolation, information control, control of personal life, psychological violence, indoctrination, and the imposition of the leader's unique authority, all documented and verifiable. And he says it's a father in Spain against Hare Krishna. So they have something going on in Spain. And then he says, he sent me this as well. Maybe some of you know, familiar with this. And he also said that he was followed. When they were working on this case in Hungary. He said he was being followed. He sent me this video. And there you can see this Hare Krishna woman behind him. I guess she's following him through the store. He said they were, I guess she was trailing him. I guess it worried him. It worried him enough that he took pictures. He took pictures. So that's so we talked. He said that he wanted to get me in touch with some cult people, and then he wanted me to mention this on my live stream. If any of you know or have any information about any Hare Krishna communes, projects, people, families, whatever, you can contact him with whatever you know. They're trying to put together a network to help with people, families. He said it's mostly it's a network of parents and grandparents that are trying to help get children and families out of the Hare Krishnas, and there's a few. It's not just the Hare Krishnas. There's a few other cults, Krishna-like cults that they work with. And he said that in Europe, the Hare Krishnas have they've created a federation with other Hindu cults, sects. They call them sects in Europe. So he said that they've made like a Vedic federation where they all look out for each other. And he said it's really hard to get information because it's a cult because it's a cult. So anyway, I spoke with this guy for like 30 minutes, and he's gonna be sending me information so I can keep it updated on the internet. He said he said I'm one of the only people on the internet that's doing anything like right now, anything like this. And when I say me, I mean us, because I'm doing it with you're doing it with me. I'm doing it with you. So he said, I asked him. I said, what made you reach out to me? Yeah, I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. And he said, you're one of the only. I'm the only one. You're the only guy. No, he did though. He said there's only like 2 or 3 people that are doing anything like what I'm doing. So keep that in mind, everybody. We're doing something that's important. We're helping people, and nobody else is really doing this. And I don't mean that. I don't mean that bragging, because I say all the time, if you can speak out, speak out. If you can do it, do it. If you want to be free, be free. Uh, uh, Absolutely. And so congratulations to us. I want to give. I want to thank you guys for doing it, for helping. So yeah, it's really amazing. Hey, everybody who just popped in, I didn't see you pop in. Duke of Squirrels, Rafael, Duke of Squirrels, AJ, everybody. Sounds like Swimmer Pods Camp. Yeah, I don't know who's in charge of Spain, because I guess this is going on in Spain. Um, the case they're working on now with the father. The father's trying to get his kids. His either he's trying to get either his son or possibly his son and his wife. I don't know. He's probably working on the kid. He's working on the kid because it's his kid. The wife, maybe he can't. Maybe there's nothing he can do about that. But if you have any information about it and you want to pass it along, we'll definitely. I'll be networking with this guy, and we'll see what we can do. We see what we can do to help this guy get his son. We can help this guy get his son back out of this cult. That's yeah, Rafael. Yeah, it's working. I know. I'm grateful for you, man. I'm grateful that we've all come together and we've done this. I mean, this is great. This is great. This is great. And if we can help this one kid, this one guy get his son, what a great achievement that would. Even if we don't help, if we just knowing that it happens is going to be a great thing, and we can celebrate. If anything that we can do to help, absolutely. But just knowing that they're working on it and that possibly this kid and his father could be reunited or whatever is great. Step by step, we'll take them out. The Eco Village is New Vrajdam, run by Suvaram Swimmer Pod. I was there with Indra Yumna in '95. That's in Spain. Okay. Yeah, we grow bit by bit, day by day. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. I seriously, I gotta hand it to you guys. You guys have really been so important for me doing this whole thing. For me to keep doing it. The times I was doing it when you guys weren't here, and since you've been doing it, since you guys have been joining in with me, and we've all come together, and we're all like family now. It's really motivated me to do even more. So it's really a team effort here. It really is. What did you say? Corey Jesus should be watching this. Might wake him up to his nothingness. Yeah, I mean, the guy, he, but he needs to, man. He needs to, absolutely. He's so this guy that I was talking to, um, this this parental guy, I think his name is Michel, and he's in France somewhere in the mountains of France. I don't know. I don't know where. I don't want to give away his location. Um, but he said Hare Krishnas are a pedo criminal organization. It's well known. It's documented. He said they're banned in a couple countries. Couple countries they can't operate in. But he said, they're what he agrees with me. They have their festivals. They're accepted. They fly under the radar. They're very dangerous. He agrees with me. They're dangerous. It's very dangerous criminal organization. He's saying. Um, Justice for little girls, yeah, and families and grandparents and pa's his brother's family and pa's his brother. I mean, this cult is just screws up everybody. I mean, obviously, children can't do anything. They can't protect themselves. You don't go to the child protection office and it's a bunch of little kids in there like, hey, we're protecting ourselves. No, it's adults in the child protection office, not little kids. If little kids can't protect them, so it makes sense that adults are going to protect little kids, but the women, we're going to say, we protect the women, but everybody, the men too. Like I think about that. I think about that guy that he was leaving, the astrologer guy. He's got his channel. He's an astrologer. He's got his name. And he wakes up, whatever it is. He wakes up. He says, I don't want to do this anymore. He says, this is a scam. I don't know, whatever it is. He's given up his name. He wants to go back to he gave up his name. Took him a year to transition back to his old life. It was a whole thing for him. He had to make a video about it. He had to talk to his audience and explain why this, that. That's a whole ordeal. That's not just like, oh, you can just come and go as you please whenever you want. Like, you're doing yoga and then you stop. Or you're going to the gym and then you don't go to the gym anymore. No, it's not like that. Yeah, even if we just plant the seed. Speaking of planting the seed, Swimmer Pod is in the eco village in Hungary. Yeah, so Hungary, this is where I got confused. I got confused too. Hungary, they got the woman and the two kids out of Hungary. That was in 2022 because I said the same thing. I was like, Hungary. They were successful. They got the kids out. The kids and the mom got out. Right now they're working on a thing in Spain. I don't know what's going on in Spain, but yeah, Hungary. So it was Swimmer Pod's Eco Village, where these two kids and the mom escaped, or they had to get them out. Somehow they got them out, and so he sent me a voice message. This guy sent me a voice message, and he said in the voice message, obviously this is before we talked on the phone. He said in the voice message, he said when they went to this eco village and we're trying to, or I don't know if it's eco village or Spain, whichever one, wherever they went, he said the women there, he said they've been lobotomized. He said it's like they've been lobotomized. He said it's scary. He said he's never seen anything like it. He said he's never seen anything like it, and he works with a lot of different cults. It's not just the Hare Krishnas. He said he's never seen women that don't want to talk. They seem brainwashed. They seem like their brains are turned off. That's what he told me. I got the voice message. I should play it for you, but I'm not. Maybe another time I will. But this is what he said. What do you think he would say if he saw hot lips or hot feet? This is what I'm saying. This is not. This is not fun and games. This is not playing with people's lives. playing with people's children, playing with people's minds, manipulating them. Yeah, I was so confused when he's sending me pictures and we're talking and I'm all confused. But Hungary, not Spain. Spermapod is a child of Hungarian refugees coming to Canada. We're getting all over the place. I believe Shivaram Swami is half Hungarian, hence New Vrajdam Eco Village is in Hungary. So it would have been like Shiva. It was in Shivaram's place in 2022. Two kids and a mom. This parental network people got them out from Shivaram's place in Hungary in 2022. Because I got it. To me, it was all one big story, and I was like, I was like, well, Rafal will know what's going on. I was like, do you need help with the Hungarian thing? And he's like, no, that's already done. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, it's the Spain thing. It's the Spain thing. Yeah, Spimmerpot. He's so busy floating around with his dolls. He's so busy floating around with his dolls. Who knows what's going on? I mean, these people are crazy. These people are crazy with his dolls, floating them around in the pool. I mean, come on, man. I mean, but these people. I don't know who. I guess this is. I don't know if this is in Hungary or Spain. I guess that's in Hungary. I guess that lady. I guess that's in Hungary. I guess that's all in Hungarian or something. It doesn't look like Spanish, does it? I don't know, look like Spanish. Maybe it's Spanish. I don't know. But evidently she'd mad mugging him. She'd mean mugging him and following him around the store. I mean, I told him, I said, these people are dangerous. He said, yeah, they were following me. He said they were following me around. He said they were, they had me under surveillance or whatever. And he sent me these photos, and I was like, yep, they're following you around. It's, so I guess this is, in Spanish, this is what they're doing. Like it's a network of different I don't know what it is. I mean, I'll get more information, but so this is the thing in Spanish. Parental Network Europe. Oh, I guess it says, "Where's my mom?" And something about my dad. No one's there to not to protect. No one's protect me. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I can't read Spanish like that, but I can kind of figure it out. Where's my mom? Where's my mom and dad or something? You get the picture, right? Okay. So that's that's that. That's that. Unga! I don't know, man. That's okay. So I wanted to let's do this first. Let's do this first. And then I'm gonna get into the and the other thing that he mentioned is he's worried. He said when he was watching when I brought up, I asked him, how did you find me? How did you find me? And he mentioned he said, I found your YouTube channel. And he mentioned that he's concerned about the new age the new age gurus that are using Hare Krishna and harming people with it. And I was going to say, yeah, I am having a thing. I'm having a go around with a guy right now. But I didn't. But he did bring that up. He said, he's concerned about the new age Krishna gurus, these gurus, these new age gurus. Okay, so, and so that brings us to this, the exit costs. And let's get into a little bit of this real quick.
Today, for Devotions with Daniela, we are reading from the second book of Daniela, The Culting of America, my Bad Guys Tactics book. This is about exit costs, but the part about recovering and rebuilding. Leaving a high control group isn't the end of the story. It's the start of a long, messy, deeply personal process. Many former members describe leaving a cult as a kind of psychological death, an idea echoed by cult expert Margaret Singer, not Margaret Sanger, who says the pariah image from shunning takes on an enormous proportion and comes to fit the image that seems a fate worse than death. When you walk away, you lose your world, your people, your beliefs, your rhythm of life. Everything collapses. And standing at the edge of that wreckage, staring into the unknown, is terrifying. That's why so many people stay, even after the lies and abuse are exposed, even after the harm is done, because the familiar pain can feel safer than the free fall into nothingness. This is especially true for cults, but it echoes across other spaces where you've lost yourself. A career, a church, a cause, a relationship, a political identity, a community that promised meaning, belonging, purpose, and demanded everything in return. The first thing many of us need is a lifeline, a new support system. High control groups often isolate you until you're dependent on them and forget how to stand on your own. Leaving can feel like falling off a cliff with no one to catch you. But support groups, hobby communities, even Reddit threads, those can be a safe landing zone. Finding new people who understand you proves you can belong somewhere else, that you're not alone in this. Then comes the anger. For so long, we were taught to repress it, taught it was sinful, selfish, unspiritual, ungrateful, or proof that we were broken. But anger is not the enemy, it's evidence. It's your nervous system rising up to say what happened was wrong. Rage is a natural response to betrayal and injustice. When we stop stuffing it down, it becomes fuel. It sharpens our instincts and returns our voice. And in that fire, we stop making excuses for what hurt us and start reclaiming our story. Therapy can be an important part of healing, especially with someone who understands cult dynamics, religious trauma, spiritual abuse, coercion, or ideological entrapment. Whether it's unpacking years of fear and control or learning to trust yourself again, therapy can offer you space to grieve, rebuild coping and relationship skills, set boundaries, and begin imagining a life that isn't shaped by the group. Of course, every healing journey is different. What works for one person may not work for another. Therapy is just one path, not a universal prescription. If you or someone you know has experienced a cult, consider finding support from a qualified mental health professional who understands this kind of trauma. I strongly recommend the International Cultic Studies Association website, icsahome.com, which offers a wealth of resources for cult survivors and their loved ones, as well as for researchers and mental health professionals. One of the hardest parts of healing is figuring out who you are without the group.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. These fake pretenders, so-called gurus, are so guilty of so many crimes and abuse, and it might not even be a crime. What they do may not even be illegal. What this Gora hoodie guy does, it may not be illegal, but it is a crime. It is unethical. It is immoral, unethical. You're taking advantage of people, manipulating their minds, manipulating them, snotting around. I'm going to get into that in a second. Yes, the recovery and rebuilding, it's hard. It's not easy. It's deep. It's very deep, and she's absolutely right, 100% right. Yes, and she says, reaching out, a support group is important. There's not a lot of support groups for Hare Krishnas when you're leaving. There's no, when I left, there was no place for me to go and talk about it and chat about it and get shit off my chest and do all that. There was none of that. I couldn't do any of that. How come I missed Eliana? How come I don't see? Um, I don't see her. Duke of Squirrels. I was actually in therapy for my wife's bereavement therapy uh, when I woke up and left the Hare Krishna. So I was already speaking with a therapist when it was all going down. Otherwise, and I was lucky. I mean, believe me, that was luck. It wasn't luck. I wasn't. It wasn't lucky that my wife passed away and I went into therapy, but it was just a coincidence that um, while I was in therapy, I woke up and came out of the cult. Um, I still don't see Eliane in here. I don't know what happened. Um, I'm, yeah, it's good to see you. I don't see your. I don't know what happened. I hope you're not. I don't know why I can't see. I don't know why I can't see. So having a support group and reaching out is so important. Like Knitting Coal Lady says, it's why some people stay in. Um, I'm still not seeing Eliana's. I'm not seeing her comment, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. Um, so this Gorahari guy uh, claims he's not. So this person reaches out to me. So let's just back up. Let's just back up because I know his people are watching and he's watching. So let's just back up. So I've got this YouTube channel. I've got an audience. We got a community. We got a platform. You guys are as much a part of this as I am. Uh, we're all here doing this together. Lochan comes in, finds the group, which was really exciting. Um, oh, here we go. There you go. Now I see. Now I see you here. Now I see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, where was I? Okay. So this person that reached out to me from Gorahari's group, I should. Yeah, well, I don't consider this group therapy, but it's kind of like group therapy. I mean, if you want to share, share, and that's good. But yeah, I was doing one-on-one, and my therapy was one-on-one, face-to-face, for 45 minutes a day, 45 minutes uh, a week. It started out with 45 minutes a week, and after about a year and a half, and after about 2 years, I was in therapy for 2 years, just talking about whatever. Um, I started to wake up in the Hare Krishnas. I'd go in, I'd talk to my therapist about it. I talked to my therapist about it, so I was lucky. It was good. It was good for me, and I know that most people aren't gonna have that. I know that that was just one of those things. Um, so this person reached out to me because she probably didn't have anyone else to reach out to. This person, and I still don't want to. I still don't. Now, she came out and she came clean to Gorahari, whatever. Um, but this is what she says. She says, because now I'm gonna go ahead and read it, but I'm not gonna give her name because you don't need to know. She says, "Let me first shortly introduce myself. Um, I'm 59 years old. Uh, I play the drums, bass guitar. I love Metallica, Green Day. I happen to be married for 30 years to a sweet man who loves Krishna and Gorahari." There you go. What does that have to do with me? I have nothing to do with that. This person reached out to me. Yeah. this is Obamacare. This is free. This is Obamacare, man. You don't have to pay. It's free. It's on the house. Obamacare. Um, so there you go. Uh, 59 years old. Uh, likes music. Loves Metallica, Green Day. Uh, she's a boomer. Boomer. Happily happened to be married for 30 years. 30 years married. 30 years now. You can't tell me they're not in love, but now, and then, she says, now all the bells are going off, right? And she's got this goofy face, right? All the bells are going off, right? She says, I am in the Sanatananda Sangha, but at the same time, not really. I mean, I believe in God, but not in a man who proclaims themselves that they are guru. You will not see me going in live in the classes because then I have to glorify Gaurahari. Well, Gaurahari is lucky he has Lalita. Anyway, I want to thank you for your classes, but don't mention me. And I didn't. She says, oh, I was initiated by Bhakti Briga Govindaswamy, first and second initiation. Never chanted 16 rounds a day, nor the other mantra. I'm so bad. Okay? That had nothing to do with me. The only thing it had to do with me is that she came to her senses because she watched my video. I didn't contact her and say, hey, wake up. I didn't contact her and say, hey, Gaurahari's a fake, phony, fraud, whatever. I hadn't. She made that decision herself. But she knew that it was going to be a problem, and she wouldn't have said, keep it a secret. She knew it was going to be a problem, or she wouldn't have said, keep it a secret. Can't tell me it's not a cult. Can't tell me it's not a cult. Contacted me again. Contacted me again. Just the other day. Nothing that she really has anything. She asked if she happens to come my part of town, can she meet me? And I said, I don't know. But let's see. Let me make sure I get the right one. Okay, so let's see. Let's see this. No, it's not. It's not noodles. But let's see. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's hear what this guy has to say.
Krishna, where is it your transcendental knowledge? Yeah. Okay. Formidable. All right. First, I have a unpopular message, probably for Radhe. So, Francis, if you're watching the replay, or if you're here, or Radhe, or what's his name, Freddie, give this message to Radhe. You know, she doesn't have to come here. You know, right now, this Mike is using. He's using her email message, just proving that we're a cult, which is nothing to do but her own personal issues and problems. It has nothing.
No, what, how am I doing anything? But I'm not using it. It is what it is. If she has to reach out to me and I'm the cult guy, and she says, don't tell it, don't say it, then that's it. It is what it is. Hey, Tim. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this guy. So now he's calling her out. Now he's calling me out. Let's let him go on because he's got to blame somebody.
I only want people here that have either faith in what we're doing or want to see if this is worthy of being faithful. But if you're here for like 9 years or 8 years and you don't have faith in what we're doing, don't come. Watch football. So Freddie or Francis, tell her it's okay. You watch football, and then Francis come. Yes.
So he thinks that it's not going to be a problem between her and her husband of 30 years. That when she says, "Hey, I think this guy's a nut," and I think you're a nut for calling. That's not going to cause a problem between him. You think if he gets upset when I call him a nut, you think he's going to be upset when his wife calls him a nut? She wants to blot all this out. This is reality. She doesn't want to see it. She doesn't want to face it. He's just like, well, just don't come. Like, just don't come. Like, fuck your 30-year marriage. He's gonna give her. He's gonna give her. Let's go on. Let's go. Let's go on. Let's go on.
Faith. He likes what we do, and it shouldn't be a problem. This thing, well, my husband's into it, but I'm not. This is this. I don't want this here. This is ridiculous. Come here to see if this is worthy to have faith in. And if you're not, after 9 years, 8 years, just not into it, just don't fucking come.
Well, now it's just don't fucking come. Before it was like you can come if you want to, or you don't have to come. You can just stay home and watch football. Now it's don't fucking come if you don't want to fucking come. Hey, Howard Johnson, how you doing? Good to see you. So it went from, hey, you don't have to come. If you want to come, don't come. But if after 8 years, after 9 years, if she decides she don't want to come anymore, she decides that she's had enough of this bullshit and it's a bunch of bullshit. The bells are going off. Now he's pissed. She doesn't think he's guru. She doesn't think he's Gorahari. She doesn't think he's anything. She agrees with Mike. You're just a knucklehead fool, and you guys are a bunch of fools. She agrees with me. She's reaching out to me. Now he's pissed. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to him some more. He's gonna go. Okay, let's listen some more.
Just that simple. And the husband should accept that. Not be this, I must come because my husband's coming and I got to be, and then you go and betray us like this. And this is not a good thing. It's really, it's
a betrayal. It's a betrayal. She betrayed him. It's not that she just went and watched a video and reached out to me because no, he's taking it personally. It's a betrayal. She's
this is this is a team here. If you're not a team player, just don't be a team player. If you don't have faith in what we're doing after 8 years, don't come. Watch football, do your life. Do your own life. This is not a cult like that. I'm not forcing.
It's not a cult like that while he's being it's not a cult like that while he's acting like a cult leader. He's acting exactly like Prabhupada. If you don't like it, there's the door. Go.
He puts it across to everybody, and everybody's thinking we're forcing this poor girl, to be here, and she can't get out. She's stuck in a cult. Nobody's stuck here. I'm in Mexico.
Listen to how he's victim shaming her and victim blaming her just because she doesn't want to worship him anymore. And now he's bad-mouthing her and talking shit about her in front of these people and embarrassing her. You think she wants to show her face in front of these people anymore? But it's not a cult. But he's saying, it's not a cult. She's not forced. This is exit cost. This is the exit cost. When she woke up and said, hey, I want to leave, and when we talk about exit cost, this is it. This is it. I feel bad for this man, but he shouldn't teach these rigged teachings. Yeah, I don't feel bad for him at all. He's a creep. He's a disgusting creep, man. He doesn't deserve any. He's a disgusting creep, is what he is. That's what they do in AA: guilt, shame, and exposing the complainer as weak and expendable. Glory to Jesus, and just excommunicated her from His grace. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. First he said it was no big deal. She'd come if she wanted. She couldn't come. At no big deal. Now it's like now he's pissed. Oh, how treacherous! I know. Oh man, what a betrayal! Such a betrayal. You betrayed him.
Mexico, for God's sakes. You guys are coming because you want to, but somebody coming because of that kind of ill motive and then goes out to a person who hates Krishna. Literally.
Oh, see, then goes out to a person that hates Krishna. Let's listen to a little bit of that again.
Do your own life. This is not a cult like that. I'm not forcing, he puts it across to everybody, and everybody's thinking we're forcing this poor girl, to be here, and then she can't get out. She's stuck in a cult. Nobody's stuck here. I'm in Mexico, for God's sakes. You guys are coming because you want to, but somebody coming because of that kind of ill motive and then goes out to a person who hates Krishna. Literally, the guy hates Krishna, and you spill your problem, making it, slanting it like it's our fault. I'm sorry, but people.
Wait a minute. Well, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it that she doesn't want to be? Whose fault is it that she doesn't want to hang out with you guys? I mean, it's not my fault. It's not my fault she don't want to hang out with you anymore. Don't blame me. Why are you melting down and blaming me? She don't want to hang out with you. She couldn't tell you because it's a cult. So she reached out to me. And you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. You still can't handle it. You still can't handle it. You can't just let her go. You can't let her go. Come and go if she wants. You couldn't just say, hey, Radhe, if you don't want to come, don't come. No, it's a betrayal, and it's this, and it's that, but it's not a cult. But hey, you shouldn't have gone over there and talked and did this and then that to someone who hates Krishna and spill the beans and this and that, and blah, blah. But it's not a cult. But hey, you shouldn't have done all of that and this and that, and you're a demon and he's a demon and all this stuff. But it's not a cult. What the fuck? AA is Alcoholics Anonymous. It's another cult. If you don't hate Krishna, you hate the cult. If anything, you've been through things. Anyone with the right mindset would leave the cult. He if you don't agree with him, you automatically hate Krishna. If you disagree with Guru Hari, you're a Krishna hater. You can't just leave the cult. That's the thing. You can't just leave. It's got to be a betrayal. It's like you came for 9 years and now you betrayed me and you went to Mike and you told him this and now I'm melting down because, oh my God, you didn't tell me. You didn't just come to your guru. No, because you're not a fucking guru. He ain't going to come to you with her problems and tell you her problems. Fucking freak. Hey, Aviator Lochan. How you doing, man? Look at this. I told you it's a circus, man. It's a friggin', you know what it is? It's oh, where is it? I don't have it. I gotta find it here. Where? Oh man, I can't find it. Let me see. And these guys are out of control. Let's get back to Loka turns.
You got to be honest and take responsibility for your life. There's no victims here. This is very. This is.
There's no victims here, but he's sure treating her like a victim. Like he's sure treating himself like a victim, and then victim shaming her because she wants to. She's doesn't want to worship you anymore. She never has worshipped you.
This is very neophyte, very beginner, very. It's like the masses are like that. They're victim. They think they're victim. You're no victim. So don't come here unless and be. You know, I have to be like this because you know what? You got to take responsibility at some point. You got to deal with this. You got to make amends. You know, and so Radhe, if you look in your heart and you really want to be here, then be here. But you got to make amends. You got to go before. You did this publicly, and he's putting it all over his following, and now we're labeled a cult. But it's
That's what's really upsetting him. That's what the real issue is he's been exposed as a cult, because he is, and now he sits there acting even more like a cult leader. He's telling her what she has to do. She has to look in her heart, and she's got to apologize. She's got to publicly come and apologize to him and to her group because of all the offenses that she's made. Oh, yes.
It's not true that we're like that. Everybody has freedom here. If you really want to be here, and this is really, you really search your heart, then you got to make amends. You got to go publicly. You did that publicly.
So he's saying everyone's got freedom and there's no anything. But now he's telling her what she has to do. She's got to do this stuff publicly. You got
to go publicly to that guy over there and tell him and make those comments over and over again till everybody hears that you were a fool for doing that, if that's what you feel. But if you don't feel it, but you're not coming here, man.
See, so it is a cult. So it is a cult. It is a cult. You either go over there and do what I say, or you can't come back in here. See, he said we're not a cult, but he's acting. Look at him. He's a cult leader. He's a cult leader, and he's melting down.
I don't care if I lose both of you. That's
See,
not right.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care if they break up. He doesn't care if they break up. 30-year marriage, 30 years of marriage. He doesn't care if he says, I don't care if I lose both of you. He's like, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about either one of you. I don't give a fuck if you ever come back, both of you. That's what he says. He never gave a fuck about you. So Radhe, he just said, I don't give a fuck about you. He never gave a fuck about you. He doesn't give a fuck about your husband, Freddie, or Stunning Freddie, or whatever kind of Freddie he is. He doesn't give a fuck about him either. He just said, I don't give a fuck. I care. When you told me not to reveal who you were, I didn't, and it drove him fucking crazy. He couldn't take it. He said I was lying. He said there was no person. He's out making it all up. I don't know why you confess, but whatever you did, you confess. And now look, this is why you didn't want him. This is why you didn't want him to know, because now your marriage is on the rocks. You're with the devil over here talking to me. You're contacting me behind his back. He's pissed off because he's not a guru anymore. He was never your guru. He never gave a fuck about you anyway. So you were right. You were right to call him Snot Ananda and to never go in there and never glorify him. You were right to know that he was a piece of shit and that he was never worth your time of day. And I commend you for that. And he can't take it. He can't take it. And he wants to blame me. He wants to blame me. Hey, he got involved with me. I didn't. I could have told him, don't fuck around. I could have told him, don't fuck around with me. who's the one who was going against. No one was going against him. It was just someone reached out. Someone reached out to me and said, that I was right. And when I said on my live that someone reached out to me and said I was right, he flipped out. He called me a liar. He said I was making it up and all this stuff. I said, I'm not making it up. I got the email right here. It drove him crazy until finally this person confessed and said, yeah, it's me. And now he can't handle it. He can't handle it. He can't handle it that one of his people went behind his back, contacted me, and told me that he's full of shit. And now he's fucking blowing his top. Look at him.
Got to deal with that now. So if you do want to come here, you have to make amends. See, it's in the deed, not like, and then she didn't go over and make amends. That means we're going to get screwed again. That's what it means. I'm telling you.
Oh, they're getting screwed. He's getting screwed because she didn't make amends. If she doesn't come over and tell me that she was wrong, he's getting screwed.
So just be honest. You don't have to come here. It's not like you're stuck in some cultish thing. There's no cult thing going on here.
After everything he just said, he goes, but I'm not a cult. Although I just made all these demands, I made all these demands on you. I told you what you have to do if you want to come back. I told you can't come back. Then I told you what you can do if you want to come back. First I said you can come and you can come and go if you want. You don't have to come. You're free to come and go. Then I said, you're not free to come and go. You have to do what I say. If you want to come back, you got to go. Then I said, no, you got to go publicly apologize, tell Mike to fuck off, and that you were wrong, and then you can come back, to my group. But I'm not a cult. But I'm not a cult leader. But he's not a cult leader, just so you get that straight.
That's your problem and your issue that you have to deal with and grapple with. But don't lay it on us and go to an atheist who hates God.
No, I don't hate God. I hate you. You're not God. He thinks he's God. He thinks that because I hate him, I hate God. He thinks that because I hate him, I hate God. He's not God. Dude, you're not God. I know he said in one of his things that Jesus sent him to Prabhupada, but unfortunately Jesus was a little late because Prabhupada had passed away. So Jesus was a little late. When he sent Guru, he said, Jesus sent me to Prabhupada. So, and then Prabhupada and then I had a dream.
I am just a dreamer, but you are just a dream.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
I did. I had that dream. Fuck around and find out. You want to play guru? Play guru. Dude, that's what... She'll be expected to do foot fungus fast as penance. I don't think she's going back. Is she going to go back? I mean, she'd really have to humiliate herself to go back to this guy, even if it's for a 30-year marriage. Stunning Freddie's not that stunning that she should go humiliate herself for stunning Freddie. He ain't that stunning. I'm telling you right now. She don't need to do that. I mean, she'll be fine. She'll be just fine. I mean, I welcome her. In. I think she's been in here a couple times. I think she snuck in here a couple times and we didn't know. But she's welcome to come in here. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to humiliate yourself. There's no entrance cost. There's no exit cost. There's no sacred assumption. There's no transcendental message. There's no transcendent message. There's no charismatic leader. There's no us versus them mentality. There's no space travel. I'm not promising any space travel. So get that right out of your head, right? I'm not promising any space travel. This guy is, though. This guy's...
and then reveal your this troubles and slanting it like we're wrong. And he's blabbering every day, and especially yesterday. Long times, you see the poor little girls trapped in a cult. So that's the way it is, man. And if I were you, Lolita, I would not allow her until she makes
I can't help but laugh. I can't help but laugh. I can't help. Look at Hot Lips.
amends
It's like,
for your classes.
you know, he's doing this. He's doing this like he he's doing this to teach Hot Lips. Don't you dare leave my group. I will talk shit about all of you. Lolita, Gunga, Jan bugging out. He doesn't give a fuck about any of them. He he can't handle it. He's melting down. This is a holy man. Remember, he's a holy man. He's having ecstatic symptoms. We'll get to that in a second.
Or anybody else,
That's not
if
the
you're really
problem.
with us.
That's not the problem.
You know, sometimes you got to really be strong on this. It's just like an alcoholic, you know, when they go to the thing, they got to admit they're wrong, you know, and they fucked up and they made a problem for themselves. See, they don't only make a problem for themselves, make a problem for everybody. That accepts their association and enables them. I'm not an enabler here like this. I'm enabling people to worship Krishna the way I do. That's all. If you like it, great. If you
He's enabling people. You see, if you want to worship Krishna, you got to go through him. He's the guy. Otherwise, why would he be making so many demands? Why would he make so many demands on people? Like, why can't people just worship Krishna? Why do they need him? Why is he so important? When he acts like this, I don't understand. He acts like this. He's so important. He's so fucking important. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. What is this one? This is a good one too. Let me see what's going on here.
Oh, there we go. Hey there, Lolita. Here's the link. Oh, there's the link. If you want to.
Whoops. I don't know what happened. That happens sometimes, and then that is why I can't find where I was. YouTube screws me up.
Krishna.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hey there, Lolita. Here's the link.
And I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell you right now. Fuckface. As long as you're on the internet, as long as you're on YouTube, scamming people, pretending to be a guru, dreaming about Prabhupada and preaching this bullshit and ruining people's lives and getting people sucked into this cult, I'm going to be talking about you. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because people will reach out to me. Your people will continue to reach out to me. And maybe it'll be Stunning Freddy next. Maybe it'll be Noodles next. Maybe it'll be Jan bugging out next. Maybe Lolita will contact me. But they will. Eventually they will. I guarantee it. Because you're a piece of shit. And they're only going to smell shit for so long, they're going to get tired of it.
Well, there's the link. If you want to come on. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Hey, Lolita, welcome. Good morning. Good. No, Grand Rising. Forget this morning. We're not going to mourn anything here, man. This is the happiness of Krishna is fantastic, man. That's what he wants to give us, his happiness. God's happiness is a happy state of consciousness. That's why the devotees, one of the devotional symptoms is smiling, So, but the way, we're working together as a team.
Gotta blow the nose, though. Gotta blow the nose. He left because he couldn't be a guru. He didn't leave because of the gurus. He left because he couldn't be a guru. He couldn't be a guru. He's just a faker. He just wants to be a faker and control people's lives.
So one thing, especially if you're in a relationship, you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with your partner. You're not gonna make it here. You got to be honest. If you're not, I rather an honest person. If you say, listen, I'm just not, and your partner might be into it, be honest with them. Tell them, listen, I'm just not into this.
Look, he wants to make it like she can just go to her partner and go, "Hey, I don't think he is the sum total of the demigods. I don't think he is this guru Sampradaya Charya. Prabhupada came to him in a dream and he's taking you back to Godhead and you're sitting there giggling and laughing. I don't believe it. And you think that they're gonna that's gonna just be fine? When this is all he preaches and this is what he's banging into their heads, and she's gonna go, no, she's gonna tell her husband of 30 years, some guy who believes every fucking word out of his mouth, and she's just gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, stunning Freddie, but I just don't believe this bullshit anymore. That's gonna go over. That's gonna be fine. She's supposed to be honest with her husband and just say that. I think you're an idiot for laughing and giggling and worshiping this idiot. That's what he thinks. That's what he thinks she's supposed to do after 30 years. They're happily married for 30 years, whatever, and then the last 8 years, he's been friggin' goo-goo over this guy, and she's been dealing with it, and dealing with it, and dealing with it for 8 years. And now she sees me talking about it on the line, and she's like, man, finally somebody else sees the truth. She couldn't deal with this. She couldn't deal with this guy any more than I can deal with this guy. Any more than any of us can deal with this guy. She's only dealing with it because of her husband. I'll tell you that right now. And studying Freddie ain't going nowhere. And this woman was more, she could relate more to what I was talking about than what this fucker talks about. Because I know what I'm talking about. And this guy's just a fucking idiot. She was in it. She had a guru. She knows what it's like not to follow the four regular principles and feel guilt about it. She sees this guy come along and this guy, fucking Gorahari. She's playing along with her husband for 8 years, and finally she's like, I can't take it anymore. And now he's freaking out.
Whatever, if that's your truth, man. Because if you hide that and then you go behind my back, our back.
Go behind his back. Like his back is so important. She's married to this guy for 30 years. What the fuck is he talking about his back? Oh, you went behind my back. Dude, she's trying to save her marriage. She's trying to figure out how she can get on with her relationship. It ain't all about you. Look at this guy. Look at this insanity. Look at this guy's face. Went behind my back. Look at him. Losing grip, losing followers. He knows if it can happen to one person, it can happen to all of them. Look at that face. It's fucking insanity. The face of insanity. He thinks he's a fucking God man. He thinks Jesus sent him to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada came to him in a dream, and now he's a guru, and he's teaching people giggling and crying and worshiping him like he's some God man. You can tell me that's not the face of an insanity. Insane. Guy's insane. I know, right?
All right.
All right.
and you go and disclose these things to demons. Literally, the guy's a fucking demon, man.
Oh, so he disclosing things to demons. He doesn't care that she had to reach out to somebody and she reached out to me. No, it's a demon. He doesn't he doesn't give a fuck about her. All he cares about is that I got involved, is that she reached out to me, the demon. It's not that she's having problems, like she doesn't want to worship you, dude. She's married to a fucking nut who worships you, and she doesn't worship you. She thinks she calls you Snatananda. Yet her husband thinks you're fucking Guru Dave. And you don't think there's a problem there? That has nothing to do with me. That's you. That's a you problem. Fucking A. Talk about insanity.
And then it just, they use that against us, against the preaching, against Lord Jesus.
Use it against you? No, I'm just saying it what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, using it, it is. She reached out to me and I said, hey, she reached out to me, everybody. Hey, this is what happened. Using it, take it for what it's worth. You can't handle it, that's all. You can't handle it, you fucking creep. You creepy ass cult leader. Acting all cult leaderish right now. Hey, man. Oops. Hold on.
You got to be honest with your partner. You're not going to make it here. You got to be honest. If you're not, I rather an honest person. If you say, listen, I'm just not, and your partner might be into it, be honest with them. Tell them, listen, I'm just not in.
No, if she was honest with him and she said that, he'd say, you're a demon. You're a demon, you're with Mike. There's no honesty with these people. That's the point. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we are demons. We're demons. We're demons. We're the demons. We're the demons. Super Jesus, Choi Tanya, Super Hindu Maha Avatar Guruji, Maha Freak, fuck off, Snot Ananda Iskanite. We are demons because we left a woman abusing and child abusing cult. This man needs a psychiatrist. We're demons because one of his followers has had enough. She's had enough. She's had enough of his bullshit. She's had enough of his bullshit, and we are the demons. That's it. We are demons. He's God. He is God declaring it. He's God. It's so funny. It's so funny. I would rather be a demon than part of that criminal organization cosplaying holy men. Hey, it's beige low. Oh, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I wish you were here. I wish you were back. I wish you were back already. Hey, good to see you. The man is insane. This man is insane. I know he is. He's absolutely. Honesty within cults simply does not exist. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like Prabhupada's like, be honest with me. And then as soon as the devotee goes, well, how did they have 4 billion servants? How did King Ugrasena have 4 billion servants? He's like, get out. There's a door, get out. It's like there's no honesty. Hey, everyone say hi to Beige Loaf, man. She is the greatest thing. She's the greatest thing. In spite of me. In spite of me. Yeah, so let's get back to a little bit more of this guy. This is too funny.
To this. For whatever, if that's your truth, man. Because if you hide that and then you go behind my back, our back, and you go and disclose these things to demons, literally, the guy's a fucking demon, man. You know?
I'm a fucking demon, man. Hey, Beige Loaf, did you hear that? Your dad's a demon. Hey, he just called me. He said your dad's a fucking demon. This guy. He said I'm a fucking demon. He said it about 3 times, but he just said it. He just said it again. He just said it again. He said your dad's a fucking demon. Just so you know, okay. He just
and then it just they used that against us, against the preaching, against Lord Chaitanya. See, so hey, man, people, like Rade said, go hard, you don't care about me. Nobody cares about. No, you don't care about yourself.
No, it's victim blaming. So now he's victim blaming her. So when she comes and she says, you don't care about me, or you don't care about me, or whatever, because now she's trying to save her marriage. See, this is the really sad thing, is now she's trying to save her marriage. She's been married for 30 years, and she's trying to save her marriage now. And so she's saying, hey, she's trying to make an excuse. She's saying, hey, I went to Mike because you guys don't care about me. But the truth is, she doesn't believe in this guy. He's not a guru. He's just a faker. He's a fake fraud, and she knows it. That's the truth. That's the truth. But she's probably trying to save her marriage. I mean, how do you? It's not. We've all been there. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but I said you either take the Band-Aid off slowly or you rip it off. And I guess she decided to rip it off. So she's coming clean, and she's telling him, look, I went to Mike because you guys don't care. She went to Mike because you guys are a bunch of freaks. You're a bunch of goddamn freaks. That's why she went to Mike, because Mike speaks the truth. Here's a bunch of devotees, ex-devotees that she can relate to. She can relate to us. We know what we're talking about. You're a fucking fake, a fraud. You're not a guru. You're a phony. She can see it. These people in the group are just fakes and frauds and phonies. They're not devotees. She knows better. It had nothing to do with me. She reached out to me because she had nobody else to reach out to. And now this guy's freaked out about it. Calling me a demon, saying I'm a demon. I'm glad my daughter came on the show. Gibran, I'm glad you came on. Everyone got to see us together. I know he might be Jesus, but I'm the great pumpkin, and I'm the great pumpkin, and I had a dream that I'm the great pumpkin.
I am just a dreamer, but you are just a dream.
A demon, a 3-headed one, or what? I guess I don't know. I guess I could be a 3-headed demon. Gore Hari was personally here on Mike's podcast the day before yesterday. Yeah, he's upset about that. He's upset about it because I'm just telling the truth. Like I've always said, I don't need to make anything up. He's saying he's using it against me. I'm just saying what happened. You use it how you want. If you think it makes you look bad, then it makes you look bad. If you think it makes you look good, then it makes you look good. Obviously you're telling people that I'm a demon and she's a demon for coming to me, and I'm a demon, so you're spinning it and making it seem like it's a good thing, like however you want. I'm just laying it on the line. I'm just saying it the way it is. She came to me. She said, you're full of shit. She came to me, And I went online and I said, one of your people came to me and said you're full of shit. That's it. They asked to be anonymous. And you couldn't handle it. Yeah, you missed it. We were going back and forth. Me and him were going back and forth. And I told him, and I told him, I said, look, she reached out to me, damn it. I didn't reach out to her. She reached out to me. Suddenly his well-built cult glass house begins to shake, and profoundly as well, truth will set us all free. Yeah, he got no one to blame but himself. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't make her email me. I didn't make her reach out to me. And I honored what she said. I didn't blame her, victim blame her. I didn't go on and start going, hey, blah, blah. No. I discreetly said, one of your people has reached out to me. And first he said I was lying. And he couldn't figure out who it was. And he wanted to know who it was. He wanted to know who it was. Hey, I didn't reveal identity. I told that person I wouldn't. And then he said, well, she confessed and said who, hey, that's on her. I didn't. Cage has been rattled. The cage has been rattled, yeah. Dude, you're a cult member and I can't help it that you don't like it. I can't help it. Kurt told me to come on his pod like I want him to actually find out who I am. I'm Batman. I know. I mean, he wanted me to go on, but I was like, I'm not going on your thing. I'm like, why? I'm gonna go on your pedophile cult Zoom. I don't need to do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let you talk, and then I'll comment on it.
You don't care about your relationship, honest relationship. You want to build it on a false foundation. That's what the world is doing.
No, she doesn't. Why do you need to know what's going on in her life? Why do you need to know what's going on between her and Stunning Freddie? It's none of your business what's going on between her and her husband of 30 years. Who the fuck are you? She went behind my back. Who the fuck are you, dude? Go behind your back.
They're building their relationships. Hey there, welcome. Yeah. They're building their relationship on a false foundation with each other, and then they want to build
They were in a relationship for 30 years, long before you even came along, dude. What the hell? What the fuck is wrong with you? This is fucking conceited, self-centered megalomaniac. He thinks the world revolves around him, that their relationship revolves around him. No, they had a relationship without you. They had a relationship for 30 years. You were not in the picture. It was nothing to do with you. God damn it. Fucking piece of shit. You believe these people? You believe this guy?
relationship with Krishna. Impossible. How can that be? You'll fall on the regular level. Bhakti Vinod taught the preliminary. That was preliminary. You have to be honest with yourself and with people around you, especially if they're into this.
She is being honest with herself. And she reached out to me with her honest feelings, with the honesty. She said, this guy's full of shit. That was her being honest. That was the real person reaching out to me, a stranger, someone she didn't even know. Because she couldn't say anything in the cult. She couldn't say anything to you. She couldn't say anything to you people. What is she going to say? You people are nuts. Cuckoo's nest. She said, I won't go on there because I'm not glorifying this guy. Good thing he's got Lolita, because implying that she's dumb enough to go on there and glorify this guy and sing and songs and all that crap. This woman's smart enough to know.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just causes havoc. And if you can't be honest, well, hey man, you have to go somewhere else. I don't care.
She was honest with me, and that's what you can't get. That's what you can't handle. Is that she was honest with me that you're a fucking fraud. She was honest with me and reached out to me to tell me that you're a fucking fraud. She thinks you're a fucking fraud. And now you want to put her through the ringer. She can't even leave this cult without you going on your channel and bad mouthing her and saying how she did this and she did that and she went to the demon and she's talking to the demons and she's with the demons and she's not honest and she can't have an honest relationship, and if she wanted to come back in here, well then she's got to do this and she's got to do that. What kind of attitude is that? What kind of holy man are you? Where's the forgiveness? Where's the love? Where's all that? The fuck? You piece of shit. Now you're going to put her through the ringer? Now that she wants to leave, she wants to find some happiness after, I don't know how many, 8, 9 years of listening to you babble on and all your bullshit. After all the time she's had to put up with this shit, now she's finally got some balls to say, I've had enough of this shit. Now she got to listen to you talk shit about her in front of all these people. That's the exit cost. She knew that was going to happen. That's why she didn't want to say anything. She knew all this shit was going to happen. He's the center of the universe. He is. He's the center of everything. Everybody's life revolves around him. How dare you have a relationship and you keep something from me and you tell your husband or you keep something from your husband? Maybe she wants to keep something from her husband. A husband and wife, they can't keep things from each other? You're going to tell me that every husband and wife, they tell each other every single thing? What, she can't have her own life. She can't have a relationship without you knowing what's going on? Fucking megalomaniac. It's all about him. It's all about him and his sangha. Can't go a day. She can't go a day without Stunning Freddy. Can't go a day. He can't go a day without. But it's not a cult. But it's not a cult though.
If this splits up a relationship, hey man, or hey, everybody has to decide. If you're in a relationship with somebody,
he's sitting here talking to these two strangers about another person's relationship with her husband, about this woman and her husband, and because he's a guru, he's going to sit there and talk about his disciple and her in front to them, to embarrass her and shame her and teach them not to do what she's doing. And he's insisting that it's not a cult and that he's some kind of holy man. They're fucking insane. The fucking insanity of these people. He's saying the only true relationship is with him only. What a fucked up Charlie man. I know. That's what I'm saying. This guy is fucked up in the head. And we laugh at him and we think, but look what's going on. And you're going to tell me that these people are not brainwashed? This is Lolita and this Jai bugging out are witnessing this shit. And they're just like clueless to like what, they're clueless to what we see. It's plain as day. If they don't see it, this is the kind of shit that gets people shot in their van and buried under a river in New Vrindavan. This kind of manipulation, coercion, emotional blackmail, spiritual blackmail, believing in this sampradaya, God-man bullshit. Jonestown, this is what they talk about. Drinking the Kool-Aid. Waco. The people that put on the tennis shoes and got on board to a fucking comet. We think that's crazy. We think, why was this? This is it. You're looking right at it. You're listening to it.
And they're not honest with you. then you got to decide, right? It's up to you. I'm not here to, you come or don't come. It's up to you. This is
Oh, now it's back to the you come or don't come. It's up to you. It's like after all that shit, he doesn't know whether it's come or don't come, watch a football game or don't, or if you got to do all this bullshit and apologize and go on live and come and tell me and all this stuff and make amends like it's AA, or if he's back to like just come and go, don't come if you want to. Have a fight with your husband. Who cares? Who cares if you break up with your husband of 30 years? Obviously, you didn't want to break up with him because you emailed me and told me that I don't that this is what's going on. She wanted to keep it on the down low, but probably this guy was probably hounding him all the time. Who is it? Who is it? Who is this person? Isn't Hotel California song about drugs in a whorehouse? Yeah, but I mean, look at him. I mean, look at him. I mean, really. I mean, you got.
All right.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, so I want to do this because this guy, he's always talking about Prabhupada's books, and he's talking about Prabhupada's books and what it says in Prabhupada's books, and he's talking about ecstatic symptoms. So this is from the Veda base. This is existential ecstatic love, and let's see what it says about what Prabhupada says about it. So he says, when a devotee is always intensely affected by love for Krishna and a direct relationship with him, or even a little apart from him, his status is called existential ecstatic love. The symptoms originating from such existential ecstatic love are divided into three headings, namely moist, burnt, and dried up. Moist existential ecstatic love aroused in connection with Krishna is divided into two, direct and indirect. Radharani was weaving a garland of kunda flowers, and upon hearing the vibration of Krishna's flute, she immediately stopped her work. This is an example of direct, moistened, existential, ecstatic love. Have you got it? Do you understand? Are you following? Indirect, moistened, existential, ecstatic love is described in the following statement. Krishna, who is also called Purushottam, is to the eyes of Mother Yashoda just like the cloud is to the eyes of the Chataki bird. When Krishna had been brought to Mathura, Mother Yashoda, being very anxious and angry, began to rebuke the king of Mathura. Okay, so if you're following there, burnt existential ecstatic love is divided into three, and one example is as follows. One day, Mother Yashoda was dreaming that the gigantic demon Putana was laying on the courtyard of her house, and she immediately became anxious to seek out Krishna. Are you following this? When there are manifestations of ecstatic symptoms in the body of a non-devotee, when there are manifestations of ecstatic symptoms in the body of a non-devotee, these are called dried up symptoms of ecstatic love, okay? So that means that there are what Prabhupada is saying is that there are manifestations of ecstatic symptoms in the body of a non-devotee. And that is called dried up symptoms of ecstatic love. It's right here, okay? He says, the non-devotees are actually materialistic, but in contact with some pure devotee, they may sometimes manifest some symptoms of ecstasy. Devotional scholars call these dried up symptoms. There are eight symptoms of existential ecstatic love: becoming stunned, perspiring, standing of the hairs on the body, faltering of the voice, trembling of the body, changing of bodily colors, shedding of tears, and devastation. And then he goes on and he explains about he says the scientific explanation of these 8 symptoms is given by Rupa Goswami as follows. When the vital force of life is in contact with the earth, one is stunned. When the same force comes in contact with water, there is shedding of tears. When the same force comes into contact with fire, there is perspiration. When the force comes in contact with sky, there is complete devastation. And when that force comes into contact with air, there is trembling, failing of the voice, and standing of the hairs on the body. So he says these symptoms are sometimes manifested internally and sometimes externally. The pure devotee always feels such symptomatic expressions within himself, but being afraid of outsiders, he does not generally manifest them externally. And no mention of nose snotting. Yeah, I was looking for that one. Actually, it does say that there. It does say that something about. Yeah, there's tears, devastation. It says devastation. Devastation. He says. Oh, that's falling down on the ground. Degrees of ecstatic symptoms. Sometimes they're smoky, sometimes blazing, sometimes shining. Sometimes, unlike shedding of tears and faltering of the voice, the condition of being stunned is spread all over the body. Basically, what they're doing is, basically what they're saying is, this is what used to happen when Chaitanya would have an epileptic fit. He'd have epilepsy, and he would have an epileptic fit, and he would get stunned. He'd fall on the ground. He'd start crying. His body would turn different colors, and so they're like, "Whoa, he's he's really in love with Krishna," and so Rupa Goswami is saying, "Yeah, well, this is why, because he was doing this and he was doing that." So there's somewhere in here. Of course, now I can't find it now. I should have had it. I should have just copied it and pasted it in. But there's somewhere in here where Prabhupada says about faking these ecstatic symptoms. Oh, here he says, sometimes impersonalists who are not actually in devotional service may also exhibit such symptoms of ecstatic love, but this is not accepted as actual ecstasy. It is a reflection only. For example, sometimes in Varanasi, a holy city for impersonalist scholars, there may be seen a sannyasi crying from hearing the glories of the Lord. Impersonalists also sometimes chant Hare Krishna mantra and dance.
I can dance. Boop, 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 You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boop, 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 yay!
But their aim is not to serve the Lord. It is to become one with the Lord and merge into his existence. So Rupa Goswami therefore says, and this is aimed at you, Gora Hari, because you're a faker and you're not a real guru. So this is specifically pointed at you. Rupa Goswami therefore says that even if the reactions to chanting are manifested in the impersonalist's body, they should not be considered to be symptoms of actual attachment, but reflections only, just like the sun reflected in a dark room through some polished glass. Boom, 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 yay.
I can dance. Boop, 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 You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boop, 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 yay!
So there, I mean, you know, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that this guy, actually knows, you know, some stuff. I used to be a super white Hindu myself. Gaurahari, a reflection of fifth dimension, self-proclaimed guru and sad freak. He's a sad freak, man, but he does a lot of harm. He does a lot of harm to a lot of people. And let's see, I do have some time here. I want to. I got that out of the way. I did the parental thing. I got Hare's meltdown, and I think we're gonna. I think we'll get in. We'll get into a little of this.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination, of imagination, of imagination, of imagination, of imagination.
There we go. Okay, now I'm back. It's the yay at the end. Yeah, it's definitely the yay at the end. It's the yay.
I can dance. Boom, 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 You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay!
Yay. Okay. Let's do this. This is we got some
I can dance. Boom, 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 yay!
so there they are having their lunch on the floor, like good like good cosplaying Juhu Beach. Yeah. Gotta pretend you're in the 16th century Bengali. It looks like a detention center. I know it looks like ICE. It looks like it looks like they're being held by ICE somewhere. Yeah, it looks. They look happy, don't they? Look excited and happy. That's called transcendental bliss. That's called transcendental bliss right there. Yeah, that's what a fun time that is. Let's see what else we got. A fun time. A fun time was had by all. Let me see.
So as a singer-songwriter, I was doing a little gig at a vegetarian co-op singing my songs on the stage there, and there was only one person in the audience, some little girl. Kind of depressing for the musician's ego, right? Only one little girl listening to you sing. Ever since I can remember, I've always had the blues.
Okay, I can't take this, but evidently evidently this guy could play the guitar and he could sing, and he went and he had he met a girl. He was playing at a vegetarian place and he became a Hare Krishna. That's what I got out of that. That's about it. That's all. Transcendental bliss. Yeah, it's transcendental bliss. All right. And he became a Hare Krishna. That's what happened to that guy. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh no, this is gonna be sad. I can tell it's gonna be sad already. Let me see. Yeah, always with the kids. It's always with the kids. And I gotta say, it was really disturbing when I read that story about those two boys that ran away from home, and the Hare Krishna snatched them up and put them in the Gurukula and kept them from their parents, and they ended up becoming devotees and never going back and seeing their parents ever again. And that was really disturbing to me, and it really pisses me off. And every time I see this, I think, well, who snatched these little kids up? Who's looking for these little boys? Like, where'd they come from? Like they get stuck in there before they even knew what's going on. Yeah, it's disturbing, man. It is disturbing. When I see these little kids, it's very disturbing for me. I don't. You know that'd be funny. I might get it. That'd be funny. That's funny. Oh yeah, pass the guru foot fungus smoothie. More foot fungus smoothie, please. I'd like more fungus smoothie. No, thank you. What else we got? Oh, we got another one. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? What do we got here? So I guess turban wearing is a big thing now. I guess wearing a turban is a thing. It wasn't a thing when I was in it. Nobody was wearing turbans, but I guess turbans are in. You know, I guess times change. Times change. We're foul. What's with the turbans, man? That's the point. These innocent little kids think and are convinced that Gurukul is my world. And wearing a turban is important. I don't understand. It's really sad. They put these kids in the Gurukula not so the kids can get an education or become a brahmachari, so the parents can go play Hare Krishna. So the parents can go play. So they can go cosplay and they don't have to worry about their kids. I know. I've heard so many parents say, I'm putting my kids in there and then I'm going to go off to wherever. Why? Why is he showing how to, what is, I don't get it with the turban. I don't understand what it is with the turban. These kids, this kid, first of all, this kid's probably from Idaho. He's probably from Cincinnati, or he's from Alachua. He's probably born in Florida. He's from Alachua, Florida, or he might even be from Watsika. He could have been born on, that might be Nara Narayan's kid. Who knows? Who knows who that kid is? That could be Nara Narayan's kid, and now he's in Mayapur in a Gurukula, and his life is screwed. He's not going to have a life. He's gonna be wearing turbans and making these stupid videos for the rest of his life, unless we can get him out. Unless we can rescue this kid. Like, turn your turban sideways if you want to get out. That's what I say. Like, I don't know what to do. I feel bad for these kids. I really do. Every time I see these videos with these kids, all I can think about is they're being abused. They don't want to be there. They're brainwashed. They don't want to be there. We got another one. I don't know how many more of these I could take. I don't know how many more Mayapur tortured kids videos I could take. Super Hindu Tattva. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's like super. It's like super duper. I guess it's super duper white Hindu Jesus or whatever. Super duper white Hindu. But I mean, Prabhupada never wore a turban. I don't know. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I don't know what it is with the turbans. But here we got another one. Let me see. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know. I want to see what this is.
My name is Prem Sagar Das, and I came to Mayapur Gurukul in 1987 December, and I stayed until 1993. During that time, which was around 5 years, Bhakti Vidya Purna Swami was the principal of the school. Yes, there were several times that Maharaj beat physically the Gurukul children during my time.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a Gurukul survivor talking about being beaten in the Gurukula. Hey, N, good to see you, man. Great to see you here. I'm glad you're watching from the beginning. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I bet the kid would rather be wearing a baseball cap playing Little League. He'd rather be, yeah, absolutely. You know, putting on a turban. I mean, come on, man. It's sad. I mean, I can understand if these Indian kids and they end up in the Gurukula. I can't understand that. I don't know why anyone would put their kid in the Gurukula. But if they're from India, if they're living in India, they're born in India, raised in India, and unfortunately they end up in a Gurukula, I can understand that. Kids that are born in Cincinnati, L.A., San Francisco, Atlanta, Florida, Dallas, don't belong in a boarding school in India. That's criminal. That's like torture. That's child abuse. I'm not joking. I'm laughing, but I'm not joking. You take a little kid that's born in Florida, has all the rights and resources of a little kid being born in Miami Beach, or being born in Washington, D.C., or being born in Seattle or San Francisco or Dallas or St. Louis. And they have the opportunity to go to public school or go to private school or whatever, go to school, go to college maybe, go to community college, maybe go to university, maybe get a job at Coca-Cola or at the phone company or at the post office or open a business, mowing lawn or whatever. They can do whatever they want. Be in the Little League, go bowling, Little League, ride their bike, go to the beach, surf, do whatever little kids do. Teenagers, whatever. No, they end up in a boarding school in India, learning how to put on a turban in friggin' 104-degree heat. Why? So your parents can go sell some books? Head diapers are so in. I know. It's so cool. You know? Might get two more, all from today. There's Indo. Okay, let me see. Guy taking a walk with his guy. Okay, let's see what we got. Let me see what we got. He says go two more. He says go two more. I just saw these here. Well, here we go. You knew there were gonna be some little girls in there. Right? Like right there, right in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4 little girls that I can see, that I can count right off the bat. Just five little girls right in the front. Very. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I've got such a backlog of videos that I'm gonna have to do just a whole 2.5 hours of catch up, and I'll probably maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Little girl holding his walking stick. Oh yeah, you're right, right there in front. You're right. I didn't even see that. Right there in front. Justice for little girls. They're all right there. They're all being groomed. They're all being groomed to be married at a young age, to be subservient, to worship him. He's just like Gorahari. He's going to control their lives. He's going to shame them. They got entrance cost, exit cost. It's no different. It's no absolutely no different. Was that a cue? I don't know. Ew. Yeah, I know. Look at that. I mean, and the guy's a creep. I mean, these are little girls, and and they don't really want to be there. I mean, she doesn't look happy about holding his stick. She's got to hold his stick. I mean, maybe she's happy. Justice for all them little kids. I know it's sad. It is sad, and I'm happy this guy contacted me about this about this cult thing. I'm really excited about that. I know this is Barfarama. This is this is Barfarama. This guy, and he can't see it. This guy can't see it. With all these little girls, he's been doing this for years. And I know people have told him about it. I know. He can't be oblivious to the fact that people talk about him and all his little girls. He can't. But you know what? He doesn't care. And he doesn't care, and he's going to keep doing it. He's going to keep doing it, and he's going to slip up one day, and his hand's going to go somewhere wrong, or he's going to touch the wrong little girl, or some little girl's going to say, hey, I don't like it, and it's going to blow up. Charlie just posted and deleted. Yeah, they're really upset over there. They're really upset that what's going on over there in the cuckoo's nest. They really don't like it. They really don't like it. They think I'm making them look bad. You look how you look. You look how you look. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Sometimes we get trolls in here, and I'm telling you, if you act like a troll sometimes, we can't tell the difference. We honestly, I think we had a couple people have contacted me, have emailed me and said, hey, I'm not a troll. And we treated them a little harsh. I did. Maybe some of you guys treated somebody a little harsh because they were trying to be funny. They were trying to be funny and be sarcastic, and we jumped all over. We jumped all over them, and they emailed me and said, "Hey, I'm not a troll." And I explained to them that we can't tell the difference. I apologized. I said, "Hey, I'm sorry," but sometimes we can't tell the difference. You come in and you do the Jai Prabhupada or you do the Hare, and we don't know. But yeah, I think you may have been the one that contacted me. A few people have contacted me and said, I'm not a troll, man. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if we thought you were a troll, because, that's what happens. Because we get a lot of trolls. I'm just saying, that's what happened. Yeah, I can't, when they're deleted, I can't see them, and I don't know what's going on. A narcissistic sociopathic millionaire with over 40 years of scamming experience, ex-Bhagavan henchman. No, nothing else matters. Fake it till young girl holds your walking stick. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, she's holding, he's got the little girl holding his dunda.
I can dance. Boom, 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 Sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay!
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. We love you. We love having you in here, man. I don't want to jump on you if you don't deserve it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to give you a hard time if you don't deserve it. It's honestly, I don't. But I think we got one more. I think we got one more here.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm gonna just say I think I've seen this one before, but I want to say the reason I have a problem with this is that he wants to play happy grandpa. He wants to play happy grandpa with the little kids, and he's not happy grandpa. He's not happy grandpa. He's a guru. He's supposed to be a holy man. He's supposed to be a guru. He's supposed to be shown respect and whatever. And he gets too playful with these little girls, and it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate for someone who's not a holy man. Now, if her grandpa wants to play with her like that and do that, that's her grandpa or her uncle. If one of her uncles or her grandpa wants to play with her like that, then that's okay. But he's not. He's a holy man. He's a creepy grandpa. He is a creepy grandpa. He's creepy grandpa. And the only reason they let him do that is because he's a guru. Nobody would let him do that. If he was just walking in the park, nobody would take their kid up to this old man, let him play peekaboo with their kid like that. Hell no. And I know it's like, I can see where people would say, Mike, it's a harmless little thing, and it appears to be a harmless little thing with this little girl and the young girl that's holding her.
Uh-oh.
But I don't see. The reason I don't see it as harmless is the track record of these gurus, the track record of this cult, what it's done to girls like this, with the girls that have been harmed, the little kids that have been harmed. These gurus have been caught molesting little kids just like this. We just saw that video where the guy was saying, I grew up in the Gurukula, and the Bhakta Vidyapurna was beating these little kids. And I was there, and I saw it. I got so many testimonies of little girls, just like the little girls that were married off at 11, 12 years old to creepy old men like this. It's not what it seems. They want to play it off like he's happy grandpa or whatever. He's not. And I'm sorry, man. It's disturbing. For me, it's disturbing. If they didn't have the track record and it was a one-time thing, you go, yeah, okay, he was a little baby and he played with a thing. But nah, this is a guy, he's got a reputation. He's got a reputation for little girls. Devil's in the details. Yeah, and you know because you were with that guy. You know better than anybody. Yeah, that's weird. And yeah, I mean, oh man. People are dumb following this orange robe idiots. Yeah, or even this Guru Hari guy following him. Is it worse? I don't know who's worse. Hey, I'm gonna do one more. And then we're gonna call it. Yeah. Hey, great to see you again. I see your thumbnail up there. Um, God, I miss you so much. It was so much fun to have you on the show. Uh, Here we go. I got one more here.
Songs of the gopis. They say Nakalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan Akila Dehinam Atma Antaratma Drik. They say to him that you are not simply Nakalu Gopika, and you're not simply the darling child of Mother Yashoda, but you also happen to be the indwelling seer within everyone's heart. So they know he's God, but for them, it's not that much interesting that he's God. They want to kiss him. You can't kiss God, but you can kiss Krishna. If one is so fortunate. So this is the mystery.
Oh, who can kiss Krishna? What is he talking about? Is he saying that we can kiss Krishna? Yeah, we can. We go back to the cow planet. We become a 12-year-old girl, and we get to exchange betel nut and kiss Krishna, and then we get to have sex with him down by the river during the Rasa Leela. That's basically what he's saying. That's what he's saying right there.
Of Krishna. And this Krishna, the people of India, they're so fortunate that he lives as, especially Vrindavan.
And, you know, and it's really strange. It's really strange when you think about how, what do we got here? Verbal diarrhea. I know. This Ghost Ananda. Yeah, this Skeletor Swami in his younger days. I'm glad I grew up and no longer need a crazy guru babysit fucking up my. Absolutely, man. I'm with you, man. I'm with you so much. I'm so glad I don't have Yashoda Nandan calling me and texting me and messaging me about this and that. Hey, I need this on the internet. I need this. Can you come fix my computer? Can you hook up my printer? Can you post this article? I wrote this article. Can you post this thing on the internet? Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you come out here to Downey and fix my computer? My computer crashed. Can you come do that? Hey, can you work on this Prabhupada book? Do this and do that. I was 10 years of that shit. 10 years of that shit. Krishna is a sucker of body parts. No need to worry about kissing God. Yeah, Krishna, man. Krishna gets down. Krishna gets down. But it's just strange how these guys. Let me get back here. Where is this guy? Here he is. It's strange how these. It's really bizarre how these guys are. They're so into. I can't believe I was with these freaks. I know. I can't believe that all this shit that they say. I thought it was so important. All these stories, all this stuff about Krishna did this and Krishna did that, and Chaitanya this and Chaitanya that, and the 6 Ghost Swamis, and all of this stuff. It was so important. And reading this stuff, reading these books, and listening to Prabhupada, and chanting these magic words, it was so important. So important. It was our lives. I feel the same way, man. It was my life. It was everything. Oh, Krishna explains. Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita. He says, I'm God. I'm Supreme Personality God. I mean, what more do you want? But these people, I'm going to finish up with this. These people, this cult, this pedophile cult. These people like this guy and this Gorahari. Gorahari, I don't know what he preaches, but he's preaching from Prabhupada's books. He's preaching this crap. But these guys are so into the not having sex, and sex is bad. It's so bad. Sex is Maya. Sex is horrible. Sex is what binds you to the material world. Sex is what gives you another body. Sex gives you karma. Sex this and sex that. And don't have it and don't do it and don't think about it. And yet all they do is think about Krishna having sex with the gopis and reading about Krishna having sex with the gopis and reading about Lord Chaitanya talking about Krishna having sex with the gopis and reading about the 6 Goswamis talking about Krishna having sex with the gopis. It's just, excuse me, it's nothing but sex. They're either denying sex, or they're reading about sex, or they're pretending to have sex, or they're singing about sex, singing about Radha and Krishna, singing about the rasa dance, glorifying the rasa dance. I mean, it's just boom.
I can dance. Boom, 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 boom. You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, boom, boom. Yay!
It's that, and
Giggity, 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 let's have sex.
that's all it is. It's all it is. God is the only deity. Murti, myth, idols are just fake imitation from man's imagination. And running after that kiwi, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about with these guys. They're either denying sex, meanwhile they're horny as fuck and molesting little girls and little boys, or they're just reading about Krishna and having sex with the gopis and thinking about Krishna having sex with the gopis and trying to pretend like it's not what it is. It's just insanity. It's in friggin' sanity. That's all I can say. It's it's craziness. I met Indra Yumna in 1991. Summer blues punk reggae camp, and they showed up. Cool. Rest is history. Now, due to Mike's initiative, we're all here. Time to share and help others. Yeah, you know, we somehow or other we joined this cult, and somehow or other we got out of it, and now we're all here together and sharing and learning and helping others, and it's great. It feels absolutely wonderful. I'm telling you, I've never felt better than what I'm doing right now. Sex is okay after 62 rounds. Giggity. Yeah. Yeah. How about if I owe you 62 rounds? I'm gonna owe. Put it on my bill. Just chalk it up to the rounds I got to make up. I got a lot of rounds to make up. I'm gonna just add it to those. We'll just stick it to the bottom of the next 16 I got to do. We'll do it that way. Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So 64, yeah, 64. Hey, 62, 64. Who's counting, right? Who's counting? Who's got a counter that goes that way? Yay. Yay to be being out of the cult. Yeah, we're so happy. We're so happy to be out. 2 rounds matter, Prabhu. Yeah, those 2 rounds. I'll do those tomorrow. Yeah, sure you will. Sure you will. I'm sure I will. I got 16 rounds to do today, and I got 16 rounds I had to do yesterday. I got 32 rounds to do. And you know what I'm going to have to do tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm going to have 48 rounds. 48 rounds to do tomorrow. That's a lot of rounds. I'm going to be chanting forever. And that's the point. Hey everybody, listen, I want to thank everybody for being here and joining in. It's so exciting. Things getting done, people contacting. And listen, I'm going to be spreading the info from this parental unit group, cult group, so that all of you out there that are watching, all of you out there that are chatting and that are watching, if you want to help out and provide information, what you know, any testimony, any information about your time when you were in. They would love it. I asked them if that's what they wanted, and they said yes. And so I will be spreading the word. So you can watch out for that. As soon as I get information from them, I'll be passing that here. So everybody, thank you, Rafal and Jolene and Jabron. Thank you for being so wonderful, coming out to visit. Everybody, Rafal, Duke of Squirrels, Charles Santrobus, everybody. I want to thank everybody. If I didn't get your name, I'll get you next time. Absolutely, fake human, especially fake human. Just walk away. That's right, fake human. If you're in the cult, do like Humongous says, and just walk away.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
Yes, 555 subscribers. Yeah, it's blowing up slowly but surely, man. It's great, and thanks to all of you guys out there. You guys are just as much, so important to this, and I'm not. I don't want to pressure you like Gora Hari. You don't have to come on here and you don't have to glorify me or apologize. Right? You don't have to do any of that. There's none of that going on here, which is great. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everybody, it's so much fun. Everybody have a great day, great night, great morning, great afternoon. If you're hungry, have great brunch. Have some great luck. Please stay out of a cult. And this is the part of the show where you get to see me when I was once a Hare Krishna. And if you watch real hard, look closely, you'll see Beige Loaf in there. You'll see her in there too. Thanks, everybody.